And welcome to Clemson, South Carolina. Bottom of the second inning and a scoreless tilt between the Tigers and Gamecocks. One out and a base knock for Chad Ferry, and that'll put Max Wagner over at second base. And the Tigers with a runner in scoring position for the second time this afternoon. Blackwell, 346 batter this season, in the dirt, and again, that'll be ball 4. LeCroy earning his paycheck, so to speak, early on. 1 for 9, that only one coming back in the first inning. This one's golfed to deep left. Horning going back. Wynn's going to keep that in the ballpark. They'll track it for the third and final out. Tigers strand 3. We are scoreless.
Hasn't really gotten off to the start that you would hope for so far this year.
This one served deep in the hole. It's short. Blackwell up with it. High throw. Sliding in safely, however, is LeCroy, and that'll be a base hit. Good start for Carolina.
Columbia, Missouri to Columbia, South Carolina.
This one drilled in the gap in right center, but it'll hang up just enough for Caden Grice to make the play. Back to first goes LeCroy. Big pitch right now for Clemson and Nick Layton. First strikeout of the game. And down he goes. Back-to-back strikeouts now for Nick Layton after getting Wimmer to end the third. He emphasized that to us today as well. This one slicing into fair territory down the left field line. And there goes Seitler into second with a stand-up double. So the Gamecocks with another runner in scoring position on a good piece of hitting there by Josiah Seitler. 11th pitch of the AB. Called strike 3, and down he goes. Third strikeout for Nick Layton. Down he goes. Fourth strikeout for Nick Layton, including 3 in this frame. Now you can guess.
Okay, let's say
this one served is shallow center. That'll drop for a base hit. I'll go ahead and tell you since he's over first. Shot to third, and that 8 Madden's lunch. Everyone is safe. 3 hits so far in this one. Ferry bunts it perfectly right in front of home plate. Both runners advance. 2-3 sacrifice. Clemson now with 2 runners in scoring position for Jonathan French. And on 4 straight, French is aboard. The Tigers have loaded him up. Drew Walker's first time up, that hit him. And Clemson strikes first in game 3. Hawkins touches home plate. Brewer up the middle, a base hit. 1 run is in. 2 runs score. And the Tigers seize control once again in the 4th frame. And how about Dylan Brewer? A couple of base knocks today. Drives in 2 runs there. Just like that, 3-0.
Dylan Brewer has struggled during this series, has not gotten off to quite the start of the year that he and this Clemson team had hoped. First hit, that was one that could have been caught. This one was absolutely laced right back up the middle. Sat on a fastball, 3-1. Does exactly what you want your leadoff hitter to do.
Chopper to third. He'll get the force out there. The throw across for the double play. And the side is retired. So Madden rebounds. Had the E5 earlier in the frame. The 5-3 double play here for the Tigers. Lead at 3-0.
Northeastern, no pushover coming in.
And Clayton just missed. The fastball outside. LeCroy's aboard. Also had 41 strikeouts as a pitcher. Belk goes. Throw down to second, not in time. And Belk has his first stolen bag of the season. And the heater fought off. Slow roller down the third base line. That's going to be an infield hit. Braswell's speed will have him at first base. And the junior awaits the first pitch from Edmondson. Rips this one in the gap, left center. That's going to drop for a base hit. South Carolina on the scoreboard. Braswell advances to second, and it's 3-1. Now the first hit of the series for Braylon Wimmer comes at an opportune time for Carolina.
He was all over this one. Sitting fastball from the second he walked in the box. Absolutely drills it. Excuse me, sitting off speed. Absolutely drills it into left center field.
Against the Tigers a year ago. Grounded to third. Wagner up with it after a brief bobble across the diamond in time. Now the Gamecocks on the scoreboard. It's the first time I've ever seen it. As Caden Grice sends it to Wimmer. Throw comes in high. And that pulled Seitler off the bag. And Grice is aboard. Sophomore to Asheville, North Carolina. Chopper to second. Could be two. Over to Braswell. Back to first. Dug out beautifully for the twin killing. So Grice is erased after reaching on the fielding error by Wimmer. And Wimmer redeems himself. I mean, I still consume it weekly. It's on like 5 different channels. We'll save this story for another time. Madden off the back foot. Plenty of firepower with the toss to retire the side. Just miss. A little low. Payoff pitch on the way. Runner goes. Fastball up and away. Gamecocks have the first two runners aboard here in the top of the 6th. Squares to bunt. Right back to the mound. And the 1-3 sacrifice will put the Gamecocks a hit away from tying this one up.
And a lot of that is a communication thing.
Into right field for a base hit. Seitler comes home to score. Sino will stop at third. 3-2 Tigers. Runners at the corners for the Gamecocks. So Hornet comes up clutch. First hit of the weekend.
Jumps on the first pitch. Hits it through the hole just out of the reach of Corbett.
Here in the Palmetto State. Fantastic sights and sounds this weekend. Force out at second, retires the side. Braswell with 2 hits already today. Make it 3. Into the hole, into right field. Now Braswell and his upside going to be talked about a lot this year in Columbia. I'm imagining it started to mean a little bit more. Could be 2. Over to first in time, double play. 6-4-3, twin killing. Blackwell has been a vacuum deep in the hole at short all season long for the Tigers. 100 career RBIs. Cut on and miss at 95, and down he goes.
So that obviously on the line here.
Hammered. Deep right field. Eister going back at the wall. And it is gone. First home run of the season for Cooper Ingle. And it's 4-2 Clemson.
Well, I couldn't even get the sentence out. And he was looking to extend that 10-game hit streak. Well, he did it in massive fashion, absolutely crushing this ball over the fence and right, and giving Clemson a little bit of breathing room. That lead up to 2. Got a fastball over the plate, elevated, and he knew it from the second he hit it that one was getting out of the ballpark.
Wind blowing. But you start the year 11-0, you sweep away your arch rival. That sends a pretty loud statement given the fact you were 2 games under 500 last year. Wagner takes off on the first pitch, throw down to second, rolls into center field. And Wagner standing now at third base after the throwing error by the catcher LeCroy.
In the high 80s, low 90s.
Served in the right field, make it 5-2. Clutch 2-out hitting off the bat of Jonathan French.
The strength of Jonathan French. This ball's hit off the very end of the bat. And because of how strong he is.
The strike zone memes are out there in full force, all over the place. And that time, Blackwell went around, tossed down to first in plenty of time.
This is what college baseball is supposed to feel like.
Up the middle, base hit. LeCroy's aboard for the top of the Gamecocks batting order. Ripped into left field for a base hit. And the tying run comes to the plate. Fourth hit on this Sunday for Michael Braswell. Served up the middle. Stopped by Corbett. Over to second in time, and that'll do it. Clemson has swept South Carolina. Final score 5-2. And the Tigers remain undefeated on this young season. Now 11-0.